This happens when you start eating honey. Honey is not just an endearing term for your sweetie. A delicious golden liquid packed chock full of benefits is excellent on its own, or on top of many fruits, cereal, or even poured onto a peanut butter banana sandwich. It's not hard to see why honey has been praised worldwide from the dawn of time. Honey, delicious sweet nectar that has existed for thousands of years, dating back to ancient Egypt, where it was discovered in tombs, has been quite a special treat amongst everyone. In fact, it's not even possible to say precisely how long it has been around, because it's existed as far back as in fossils of honeybees, which are dated at approximately 150 million years old. Ancient Egyptians used it as medicine to heal wounds, as well as a preventative to keep away infections. They were among the first people to utilize honey on a mass scale, and people in Spain as far back as 7,000 years BC have been robbing beehives way before Egyptians. Honey was even discovered in King Tutankhamun's tomb. Believe it or not, it was still edible when found, although perhaps unwise to eat 3,000-year-old honey. Due to contamination and improper storage, eating honey now has many benefits. What happens when you start eating honey? A wide range of things impacts you physically and mentally, that's for sure. But is there something happening to the environment as well? Hello everyone and welcome back to Ambestlie. We are here to give you the most informative yet entertaining videos. Today, we'll discuss the ins and outs of how honey is made. What happens when you eat honey, the benefits and disadvantages of eating honey, what types of people shouldn't eat honey, and more. How honey is made. First, let's kick off with how the process all begins. Sweet little honeybees are also tough workers, and their process proves it. There are bees specifically for gathering honey, worker bees who do their job inside the hive, and then the queen bee. The journey from nectar to honey begins once the forager bee collects nectar and returns it to the beehive. That nectar is then deposited into honeycombs and ingested by the worker bees, whose enzymes break down the sugars. When they reach peak optimum sugar composition, that honey is then sent back to honeycomb cells. Bees use their wings as fans to evaporate water content, leading to a ripening through dehydration. The queen bee controls the hive's population and is the only female with fully functioning ovaries. Her two critical jobs include producing chemical scents that regulate the colony of the hive and, of course, laying lots and lots of eggs. So, when bees pass nectar to and from one another, it becomes tasty, sweet honey. Benefits of honey on the body. A lot of things happen when one eats honey. Firstly, it is a metabolism boost, vital for losing weight by burning calories and maintaining multiple bodily functions. We as humans rely on metabolism to breathe, think, digest nutrients, and much more. Specifically, honey improves our lipid metabolism by reducing harmful cholesterol and raising good cholesterol levels. Obesity is undoubtedly on the rise worldwide. 650 million adults, 340 million adolescents, and 39 million children have obesity. That's more than 1 billion people and roughly 13% of the entire planet. This can lead to serious health issues, especially heart conditions. Cardiovascular diseases impact an estimated 244 million people globally and claim 17.9 million lives yearly. Speaking of, honey contains an array of antioxidants that boost the heart and circulatory system. It can help to reduce blood pressure, add protection against oxidative stress, and stop the narrowing of arteries. The ancient nectar of the gods contains polyphenol compounds, vitamin C, and the enzymes catalase and peroxidase, to name a few of those antioxidants. Combined with all those elements, it's a perfect anti-inflammatory and antibacterial agent. The exact reason for its antimicrobial properties is the enzymatic hydrogen peroxide production. That's right, the stuff we put on cuts. The ancient Egyptians were indeed onto something. Types of honey and the effects. There are a wide variety of honey types out on the market. Clover honey, in particular, is exceptionally popular and one of the more cost-friendly options. Since clover is one of the most preferred plants by bees, it is widely available. In one study, clover honey was found to have the most potent antibacterial action against staph. In fact, it was found to be equivalent to a 2.2 milligram dose of the antibiotic kanamycin. It's an excellent sugar substitute, so pour some yummy clover honey onto a nutritious food, perhaps raspberries, for a double health antioxidizing whammy. There is another type of honey though, Manuka, which is also known as non-peroxide honey. Manuka was found in studies to show a relatively high antibacterial impact, despite the hydrogen peroxide activity being blocked. The medical-grade nectar, which can only be found in New Zealand, also contains methyl glyoxal, otherwise known as MgO, contributing to the significant benefits. MgO comes from converting a compound called DHA. The more substantial its presence, the higher the antimicrobial effect. In fact, Manuka honey even has its own potency scale rating used worldwide, the unique Manuka factor, or UMF for short. However, due to the limited supply and difficulty to obtain, it is expensive and hard to come by, so it may leave a little sting in your wallet. Many believe, though, it's worth it. Manuka honey does contain a few more calories, 20 grams being 70 calories, whereas regular honey is 64. Not really much of a significant difference to warrant concern. A reduction in plaque and gingival bleeding was found in studies, along with throat healing properties. A sore throat can be pretty unpleasant, so even standard honey can provide relief, as it was found to be as effective as a cough suppressant. Manuka also has shown promise in treating stomach ulcers, although further research is needed. So when you are feeling under the weather, grab a spoonful of Manuka honey for many ailments. Although Manuka honey is believed to be the gold standard, regular honey also acts on the body in various excellent ways. Alongside weight loss, clearer skin has been noted as a result of regularly ingesting honey. It has been found to treat a variety of skin conditions, such as acne, eczema, and dermatitis. As such, it can be found in many beauty products, along with health products as well. Here is a simple do-it-yourself face mask recipe. Mix together a teaspoon of honey and turmeric, then add a full squeeze of juice from a lemon or a smidgen of apple cider vinegar. Use baking soda instead of turmeric for extra glowing skin. Then blend and apply. Please apply it to your face and let it sit for 20 minutes before rinsing off. Improved memories and better sleep, due to the soothing of nerves, are also great benefits. Since honey causes insulin to rise, which raises serotonin, a byproduct of relaxation issues, studies from all over have repeatedly shown that stress reduction is beneficial for the hustle and bustle of life today. Here is a quick way to make an anti-anxiety elixir to help you fall asleep fast. Take 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, a teaspoon of lemon juice, and half a teaspoon of honey to wash the worries away. Please bear in mind that if you are diabetic or pre-diabetic, it will be best to avoid honey consumption or keep ingestion to a minimum, since the rise in insulin can lead to health issues due to the sugar content. Other people who should avoid consuming honey include people who are allergic and infants under 1 year of age. Clostridium bacteria, which is found in soil and dust, can lead to infant botulism. If a baby eats honey, the bacteria from the botulinum spores can lead to paralysis. Around 20% of botulism cases involve the ingestion of honey, so it's essential to never give any to a baby. Of course, there are various substitutes on the market that can be tasty as well. Molasses, agave nectar, and brown rice syrup are delicious alternatives for people with diabetes. The industry influence. When you start eating honey, one very important thing happens that we tend to not think much about. Being a regular consumer of honey leads to the proliferation and the beekeeping industry, and it's quite a profitable business. Researchers have concluded that beekeeping is a hobby for people rather than bees. Many people believe beekeeping is a conservation effort, but there is more to the story than meets the eye. Colonies lead to more competition between native pollinators, and because honeybees use all floral resources in many areas, ecosystems can become destroyed quite quickly. The honey industry impacts the environment, leaving insufficient flowers for pollination by other pollinators. Big honey also affects the bees. Many beekeepers strive to get the greatest amount of honey possible, and that means cutting some corners. According to the Vegan Society, the food replacement used by beekeepers is a sugar substitute that doesn't contain the essential micronutrients that your everyday worker bee needs to stay healthy. There is also selective breeding, which leads to their gene pool being continuously weakened and therefore more likely to become diseased. When those diseases arise, they can spread to native bee populations, which cause vast colony collapses. Unfortunately, local honey isn't that much better. Despite a range of conservation organizations promoting local honey, the unfair competition from the bees still can be a problem with even small hives. According to NPR, with the thousands of bees out there, honeybees are, in fact, the least likely to go extinct, and they do a superior job on their own of producing honey. So, there you have it! Do you notice a difference when you eat honey? Do you believe there is cause for concern about the environment due to beekeeping? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you soon on the next video.